Okay, I think we are now live. Good morning, everyone, if you are in the Pacific time zone, and welcome to How to Thrive in the Digital Age Using AI Show, Episode 2. First thing, I would like to thank the sponsor for this microphone that we're using now. Sound plays a big role in creating great videos, and so I'd like to thank Joshua, owner of Tribal Cafe, for providing the microphone. And now, before we proceed, we have enabled memberships, paid memberships for our show. So if you go to our channel, watch our videos, underneath the video, you can see a link now that says join. When you click on the join, you'll have a chance to subscribe a monthly a membership fee of $2.99 for the bronze and $5.99 for silver. And what this does is this will help us grow this channel and this show because AI is still a very big important aspect of today's economy, today's society. Even though we're going to talk about a little bit of a change in this trend in today's episode, um, this membership will enable me to spin up servers. That way, we can actually do live demos in building useful AI tools, workflows, and automation. And without that support, we just cannot cover the cost for the servers. And think of it as a way for you to test out, explore different things through the show. And possibly, if you want to engage further with us, if you have a particular need, then we could also assist in consultancy basis. But yes, those two options right now will help grow this channel and enable you to benefit from some of the knowledge and skills that I have because we will be entertaining live questions related to IT, related to AI, and we'll do live demos on a lot of these automations. So now, with that, don't forget if you like to support the show, click on join and subscribe to our paid channel so you will have exclusive access and support the show as we scale up for 2026 and make sure that we have the tools that we need to thrive in this digital age using AI. So now, before we talk about some news and some of the thoughts that I've had with AI, let's talk about the automation again, the workflow automations that people have submitted. We have 7,473 workflow automation templates covering AI, sales, IT operations, marketing, document operations, others, support categories right now. And so there's a lot, and we're going to focus on one of the particular automations that's in this template that's free to use that I think will be helpful. But before we go there, let's talk about some news because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. This year, I've been trying to pitch AI to some local businesses, and it's been difficult because I think the problem is businesses don't have internal staff that is trained and able to handle AI effectively. Even though there are a lot of use cases now, given that technology has grown a lot rapidly just within this year, there is a big gap in training. And so that is where I want to help people, help businesses is on the training part, empowering businesses, individuals, professionals, and assisting them in how to effectively use AI to address a real business need. And so that leads me to this news today about where AI is heading. Because of that realization that I've had that people are not ready for AI, even as I look at job postings right now, you know, they really don't know AI yet. A lot of it is still traditional business open positions. And that leads me to a thought that there will be a bubble, there will be a crash in AI, just because the spending, investors putting a lot of money into AI, and it hasn't really kind of transformed society as what um, people thought it would. And so there's going to be a bubble, just like the internet had a bubble, just like um, the real estate market had a bubble in 2008. This one, the I think there is a big chance for a bubble. And if you're investing in stocks right now, in AI stocks, just be prepared. Be prepared for that bubble, because there is a big problem. There is a big knowledge gap between everyday users and AI technology and all the different tools. And at some point it will just start to crash or start to um, you know investors will start to start demand their demands in what AI could bring. And so this brings up to this news. AI stocks news today, December 21, 2025. Nvidia, Broadcom, and Alphabet set the tone for 2026 as Wall Street weighs bubble risk. Artificial intelligence. So we'll just read a little bit about this article. Artificial intelligence stocks are ending 2025 with a familiar mix of momentum and anxiety. Analysts are still pitching semiconductors and the Magnificent Seven platforms as the cleanest way to play the AI buildout, even as investors debate whether the market is starting to punish growth at any price. Balance sheets. Today's news flow crystallizes the new phase of AI trade. It's no longer just about who can spend the most on data centers and GPUs. Increasingly, it's about who can turn AI into durable revenue, who can fund expansion without stressing the capital structure, and how geopolitics may reshape supply chains and access to cutting edge chips. So the AI stocks narrative is shifting from capex intensity to monetization and returns. So, a key theme in today's analyst commentary is that the market is moving beyond the early infrastructure land grab mindset. In a Bank of America view highlighted this morning, investor attention is rotating away from pure capital spending intensity and toward monetization, returns, and competitive moats, especially across mega cap internet and cloud platform. So there you go, folks. Um, a little news analysis on what 2026 might potentially bring. But even with that, even with that prediction, um, there is still a big use for AI used effectively. But as I said earlier, the problem is there is a lack of capacity, training in the economy. And so now we talk about something useful. Um, it's still going to focus on marketing, and we got about 2002. We have 2,272 right now of marketing related automation workflows utilizing AI. And the one I want to look at right now, which I think might be helpful, is from an authenticated creator, verified creator. If you see this check mark right here, um, it was. Let's see the different ones that I thought might be helpful. Right here. Okay, I think this one. Gerald Denor, a verified creator, AI powered multi social media post automation, Google Trends, and Perplexity AI. The reason why I want to explore this today, in today's show, is that a lot of businesses, nonprofit organizations, individuals, um, there is just so much platforms out there with very little resources, and having some AI powered tools to assist with marketing. I was just reminded yesterday when we had a board retreat for our nonprofit that I serve at as a president, that we do need to keep up with our marketing, with our social media marketing. And let's look at this tool and see if this is something that would be helpful to address that particular need. So, thank you, Gerald Denor, for providing this to the community. And this is one thing I love about this is that it's not all about making a profit. It's really about a win-win-win situation, the triple bottom line that I believe in, where people can contribute, they can benefit, and the users and the community can benefit, and also hopefully the environment can benefit. So we look at it at a holistic point of view, not just a single isolated perspective. So this template can be used for free, given that you have the infrastructure in place. And as I said, please join the paid subscription, paid membership for our channel so we can spin up our servers and we can build out these automations. And a lot of the other APIs, they come free as well. But if we do have a lot of support, we can have paid API tokens, because how it works is, you have to pay, put in some funds so you can utilize the APIs um, to do magnificent things. So this one is an AI powered multi social media post automation, Google Trend, and Perplexity AI. So um, let's maximize this a little bit or zoom in. Okay. So we start with a scheduled trigger. So it looks like this one is set up to do in a certain time frame, every day, every week, every month. And then it looks at trends, Google Trends. So the idea is you're not just posting about anything, you're looking at relevant things to talk about. So people will be interested in what you're posting uh, using this AI powered tool. And then two most trending, it limits it to two topics. And then high volume keywords, it searches for keywords. And then AI, our agent here, will then look up a blog topic or choose a blog topic from this list of trending topics and keywords. And then it will conduct this other agent that will now conduct research. And Perplexity, I think, is great at this because it looks at the web, so it's more relevant and timely. And then, oh, look at this, three platforms right now: Facebook, LinkedIn, X, used to be Twitter, and then it updates a Google Sheet. Okay, so that looks simple enough. Um, yeah, that is just the same thing, just an image of what we looked at. This was last updated 7 months ago, and fits under the social media category and multimodal AI category. And multimodal just means, it uses different modes, ways of using AI. Now, the overview for this automation: this comprehensive N8N workflow automatically transforms trending Google search queries into engaging LinkedIn posts using AI. The system runs autonomously. I can't get that word right. Discovering, um, it just means, I think this is set on certain time frame, discovering viral topics, researching content, and publishing professionally formatted posts to grow your social media presence. Now, it just means that you just have to be careful how often you run this automation. The trigger is set where you set it, you know, every day, every week, every month, because when you do run this automation, this workflow, it's going to cost tokens, AI tokens, and that means it's going to cost money. So you just have to fit it with your budget and your goals. It's covering viral topics, researching content, and publishing professionally formatted posts to grow your social media presence. Workflow description: automate your entire social media content pipeline from trend discovery to publication. This workflow monitors Google Trends, selects high potential topics, creates human like content using advanced AI, and publishes across multiple social platforms with built in tracking. And so imagine if it was, without AI, even with automation, um, this will take a lot of resources, a lot of manpower, a lot of money to get this thing going. And so if we use these new tools, um, if we don't have a lot of budget to hire a lot of people, then this will probably fill in the gap. And so the key features here: automated trend discovery, pulls trending topics from Google Trends API with customized filters. And then an intelligent topic selection. So out of that, AI will be the one to choose the most relevant trending topic for your niche. And then this is where, we tell AI, depends on how we build this thing, where to focus on. Multi AI content generation combines Perplexity for research and Open AI for content curation. So Perplexity is great at looking at the live web, and then OpenAI ChatGPT is really great at content creation and curation. And then human-like writing. So advanced prompts eliminate AI detection markers. So more and more people are finding that they really don't like AI generated stuff. Um, and it's not whether you like AI, you don't like AI. It's just making things that work, right? Because at the end of the day, that's really what's important is the content, the material, the delivery works. And this feature right here makes sure that it creates great stuff. LinkedIn optimization, proper formatting with Unicode characters, emojis, and engagement hooks. Multi-platform support, ready for LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, and Facebook posting. And you can add more to this list if you have more, because there are a lot of social media platforms. Automated scheduling, configurable posting times. So right now, this one is set at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily, but you can adjust it according to your budget and your workflow and your business. Performance tracking, automatic logging to Google Sheets with timestamps and metrics, so you can see, um, everything that this automation, this AI automation is doing. And then error handling, built-in delays and retry mechanisms for API stability, because AI, it's not perfect. So sometimes you have to redo certain things to make sure it works, and AI can also do that, like check itself. Like if you have an image that doesn't look quite right, someone has extra fingers, or something else, there's a built-in error handling capability, so it doesn't move forward if it doesn't meet certain standards. Now, the technical implementation for this, which we can't do right now because we don't have enough members that could fund our servers and our APIs, API credits and tokens. We just go through what this will be like if we were to build this out. And if you are a paid member, you will have access to this live demo as we build these things out, and you'll have a chance to ask questions related to AI, related to IT, and that is a very cost-effective way. If you don't really have a lot of IT budget, a lot of people don't have an IT department. Even the company that I worked with before, I basically created an IT department because they did not have an IT department. They just outsource to an MSP, And a lot of companies do that. They don't really have the funding for an in-house IT person. And so I can be your outsourced, your virtual um, IT specialist, consultant, AI specialist, consultant, to answer some of the projects that you have, because I know a lot of people have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that don't have a lot of resources, connections, contacts, money, tools. And so you don't want that to stop you, because if there's one thing I've learned from being a filmmaker is that, you know, don't ask for permission. Just do it, like what Nike says. Just do it. Just start and improve. Start somewhere, and then in this case, if you have great ideas and some basic ideas on kind of how to do it, but just missing certain things, or you just need feedback or second opinion or someone else to take a look at it and see where the problem is or how to improve it, then, you know, be a paid member, subscriber in our YouTube channel, and you will have access to that live feedback and potentially more. So the first part, scheduling to trigger automated execution at specified intervals. So that will depend on you. This one is set for 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., but that definitely depends on you. That will be your choice. Google Trends API fetches trending search queries. Oh, going back to number one, you don't want to overwhelm your audience as well by having too much content out there. So you have to decide what's right for you, not only for budget, but for the audience that you have, because some audience might think that it's too overwhelming. So you just have to make that decision, and you don't have to make it perfect. Just make a decision and make improvements as you move along, because it's an easy fix in this workflow automation, AI workflow automation. Second one, Google Trends API. So um, you don't have to go to Google. They offer an API access to their services, and this fetches trending search queries with a geographical filtering. I'm just doing a time check right now. It's 11:01. I have a meeting at 11:30 um, to start a new nonprofit. So, um, if you want to also start a nonprofit, there are reasons why you do want to do that. Then you can reach out to me, be a paid member, subscriber. You can ask me live, and how to make your dreams a reality. And so, let's see. We cannot continue going through the rest of this AI automation workflow template because I am running out of time. So we will come back to this uh, and go through the rest of this workflow. That is it for now. And once again, thank you, Joshua, for sponsoring this wonderful microphone. And to our future paid subscribers, once again, just go to our channel, open up a video right next to my here. You can see this join button. Just click on it, and you can select how much you can afford per month, and you can always cancel anytime. So this will not only benefit me but benefit you as well, because the funds here will be used to pay for servers, to pay for API tokens, credits, because that's what it's all about. Every time you generate, use API tools, it does cost money, and we need resources to expand this show and make AI more relevant, more useful to a lot of people, because, as I said, things are changing now. So if you have a lot of stocks in the early gold rush for AI, now I think is the time to re-strategize. And also, if you do need help in financial matters, I am growing my financial services business as well. I am working on my investment license, my SIE, and that is something very important, because businesses, projects, artists, it is finance and capital is very important. Not only talent, not only stories, not only services and products. But you need to figure out the rules of the game in playing stocks, and because you can only do so much with your own money, that you've saved from maybe work or other things. And so, if you have a dream you want to realize, make it come true, then learning the rules of finance, capital, is very important. And you don't have to do that alone. I am here to help you with that as well, because I know it is hard going at it all by yourself. The technical difficulties in the financial difficulties, operational difficulties, and you have great ideas. So, your role is to make sure to um, make those ideas as best as possible. Um, and then you can outsource the other needs in making those a reality to other people like myself. And so, thank you everyone for looking at this live broadcast, as well as those that may be looking at this after the live broadcast. And we will be going back to this automation on episode 3. So, stay tuned and don't forget to join. Thank you. See you next time.